Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the next part of Lin mode of the Mangs Rebalance patch for FE7. So, of course, this is, there are definitely some new enemies here. I don't think there was a Myrmidon here before. I do not believe there was a Merc here either. Thankfully, at least Mangs did put these guys out of immediate range, although this guy's right here. But, I think there's something you can do about that. Well, sort of. I don't think this is the greatest place to put a Myrmidon. I would probably put it like a soldier there so that Dorks can just take care of him. But maybe that's a little too easy, I don't know. But, because, like, this Myrmidon can go for Sarah. Now, they don't double Sarah, which is nice, but I genuinely think that there's something else you should instead do. So, we recruit Sarah and Urk. Sarah has a little higher magic, and she's got a men's staff now, so that's really nice. And Urk is... I think he's about the same as... I know he's been buffed. Oh wow, no, he really has been buffed. So... here's what we're gonna do. If Sane can get a kill here... well, I think anyone's gonna get a kill on this archer. Then I can just go put Sane right there. I think Sane's just a better choice. And we can give him the lance. Hopefully he'll hit. There we go. Alright. So, Sane gets the hit, and he's ready for the Merc on enemy phase. I just want to make sure Sarah's on range. Yeah, okay. Could put you right here, I think. I'm also going to turn off the animations for Sarah, I think. And then let's turn them back on for everyone else. I like it better in like Fates where you can literally just turn, the assist animations off. That's the best kind, because you don't have to go through every little animation just to make sure one guy doesn't have, the animations on. You always forget because everyone has a default off, which I think is stupid. Should have it default on, honestly. I don't understand why they programmed it like that, but whatever. So let's see, how much damage do I take? At least I don't take much damage from this. This Myrmidon's really weak. I don't crit him, but that's fine. Does Urk get doubled? I don't think he does. No, he does not. Urk can get the kill, though. And Urk actually might be good. I know that Mangs has buffed him. Usually, I know this isn't a fair argument, but like usually when I use Urk, he's like on paper he should actually be pretty good. I mean, he's a mage. You can't really go wrong with a mage. But the problem that he has, at least in my experience, even though his magic growth I don't think is even that bad, is that he always like fails to get magic upon level up. So like, he'll get speed, so he'll actually double, but he'll do like no magic damage. I'm just like, why are you not doing any magic damage? And it's because he just never levels magic for some weird reason. See, Will's good, but I don't want to get him in range of this bandit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna put Kent right here, and we're just gonna go pull this guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave Will right there. Not really any better place I can put him. So let's see what they do. Okay. I think I double? I'm not sure. Yeah, good. So Sane and Kent do feel very different. I like how Mangs did that. Like, Kent is very likely to be the guy that doubles, and Sane is more likely to be the guy that just doesn't double, but does a lot of damage. Now, granted, Sane probably will double in, a few chapters, but like, I feel like with them in vanilla, it was just a coin flip, and you could just get kind of lucky with Sane, and he just gets a few extra speed than average. I guess you could still do that in this, but like, there's not really much differentiating them in the vanilla game, so it's just sort of like, well, you just get like a few unlucky levels on Kant or Sane or whatever, and they fill the other one's role entirely, if not better. And it's just like, well, okay, that's kind of silly, But now I think I like trying to make them a bit more unique. I like that idea. Some people might not like that, but I like it. I think it's actually pretty good. I do like how it actually feels like weapon triangle matters a bit more now, because the enemies, there's more enemies, and they are a little bit tougher, I would say. They're not like really hard. Like, it's not like, oh god, I'm, you know, I don't stand a chance. It's more just like a, well, you know, I gotta pay a little bit more attention. I'm gonna put Dorcas in the forest, and we're gonna see if I can kill this guy. There we go. And I feel like, because like in normal Lin mode, even in hard mode, I'd pretty much never use Dorcas or Will. Like, there's no reason for me to, or even Ark. Like, my guys just do enough. Like, Lin, Say, and Kent usually do the job perfectly. Like, you don't need to actually use anyone else, I found. But now, I mean, like, wow, okay, that's terrible. Will, like, come on, man. Like, I usually find I don't need to use anyone else. And this, I guess, you wouldn't necessarily need to use someone else, but, like, it would be nice. And it actually would make a huge difference. There's just so many enemies, so you actually do kind of want to split the experience. Because it doesn't hurt you as much to split the experience, and also just because you need to get more enemies out of the way. So, oh, say nearly one-shots. That would be really cool if he could one-shot. Sadly, I don't think he is. If Lin could reach a little bit further, that'd be nice. Can we kill one of these guys? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm a little worried. Just a little worried that, Florina might take a little bit much damage. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, though. What do I want to do about that? I think if we can survive this enemy phase, we'll be good. We'll be good to go. But, let's see. This is fine. That's like, yeah, no, this is perfectly fine. If only I just did a little bit more damage. That's all I want. But I think I'm gonna go. See, that's tough. That's actually pretty tough. If I hide in this forest, okay. So I'm gonna put Sane right here, and I'm gonna put Lin right here, which may seem kind of weird, but it should make sense in a bit, as long as the RNG doesn't like really screw me over right here. Then I should be fine. See, they can't go for the forest, right? Like this one right here. So I'll just sit right here. I'll put Sarah right here. And that should work. As long as I don't get murdered right here. I'm afraid she could have crit, but I don't think that's going to be a problem now. I don't think the Merm can reach her either. And if it can, that's... okay, good. Nice dodge. Yeah, no, actually, my Lin's doing pretty well. That's actually kind of funny. Since she hasn't gotten speed level up, she can't double these Myrmidons. I think if she did, yeah, if she just had one speed level up, she would actually be able to double. That's kind of funny. Seeing Lin not double something. How many times do you see that? You know, like, how many times? The thing is, she probably would. But my Lin's just, I guess, speed cursed. So that's just sort of what happens. I'm gonna get this kill with Kent. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so far this map's not too bad. I suppose that little area where Florina could have died was kind of bad, but the terrain does make it so it's really hard to get her killed there. Okay. Sane could just kill, and it might be worth it. Wow, Lindsay level 8, and I'm not even really focusing much kills on her. Like, yeah, she could easily reach level 8 by this point, but you'd have to, in the vanilla, just like focus all your kills for Lin. And honestly, it's not a bad idea in vanilla because you know, it's so easy in vanilla, so there's no reason not to, especially if you want to not to do that. Especially if you want like the Gates chapter, like the Gates Gaiden, which honestly I'd recommend. I hate that. That would be like my least favorite map in all Fire Emblem. And Gates is also just way better than Wallace. And why would you get +1 rares? Well, whatever. You're still gonna be pretty good, regardless. I'm just not getting the grace of level ups with you. I could pull with Lin. Lin's not the sort of character you'd usually think, I'm gonna go pull with this character, but, I mean, might as well. It's not like they'll one-shot Lin or anything. I definitely don't want to put Florina right there, especially with the buffed enemies. Does this boss move? Because if he does, you know, that could be a little annoying. He's got a halberd, that's interesting. We could go in this forest, I guess. I guess. Wait, no, that's probably not a smart... No, it's not. It's not a smart move. Okay, so enough dilly-dallying. Let's just move our units. And, yeah, okay. That does more than I thought it would. Like, I know Lyn is frail, but, like, I thought I'd do not quite that much. I just want to get her that level up. I don't care about giving her the kill. Alright. Speed, defense, and res. I think that's pretty alright. Especially that giving Lyn some extra bulk is very nice. If you could get that kill, I probably would have given it to you because that'd be pretty nice. Fire. Yeah, you're not gonna get a level for a while, so I don't see a reason to give that to you. So yeah, let's give Urk a kill. Urk's been buffed quite a bit, I think. So I'm considering maybe using him. Kanas hasn't been buffed, and I'm not a huge fan of Kanas, but I do see, like, I see why people like him, but I think he's overblown a bit. He can be fun, especially if he doesn't get screwed over by his shaky growths. But if he does, then he's not that fun. Sadly. I mean, it sucks, but, like, that's just what happens. Like, it's so easy, and the thing is, he doesn't even have much of a failsafe. Wow, you really need more lances. Do I have any extra lances I can give you? Yeah, Kent doesn't really need his lance. Does he? I don't know. I think let's just give me more lances. Whatever. I think yeah, the Merc's gonna go for me anyway. So who really cares? You can just go fly down here, because I don't really care. And then I'll have you go to the forest, right? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter too much if Dorcas gets hit by the Brigand, because, I mean, he's got a lot of bulk. But for others, it's a bit of an issue. Okay, this is alright. Oh, yeah, so this map's honestly been pretty easy. Like I said, probably the only kind of scary issue was just with the, that one thing with, like, Florina early on. But even then, that wasn't, like, a guaranteed, you know, like, oh, you need to dodge this. It's just, like, just a positioning thing. And I don't mind positioning, you know, shenanigans being a thing. I'm pretty okay with that. And I guess Urk gets a new kill, because I want to move my calves. Alright, so let's see, what sort of levels Urk's gonna get? Speed and res. That's about what I'd expect. Like I said, for some reason, Urk just never levels magic. He'll level speed, no problem, but he will, for some reason, just never get magic. And I don't know if it's just, I don't know, magic units in this game just, for whatever reason, this is the main reason I use Pent as my magic user, because they just always get screwed over in some really dumb way. Except for Lucius. Lucius has his own problems of just joining way too late if you don't play Lyn mode before, and at like base level 2 or something. Wait, what? What? Oh yeah, I forgot that move. Jeez. I was about to lose this because I forget this guy's moves. Looks like a job from Monikati, I think. Or actually, you know what? Nope, Will can't ship. Will cannot ship. I'll bet you could double. No, actually, you don't. But any bit of extra damage is nice. These enemies are bulkier. I just... Okay, so... I don't think every boss should move. I'm not a fan of that. Just because, like, I'm just not used to them moving. I mean, I don't think every boss does move. Like, I don't think throne bosses move, to my knowledge. And if you do that, that's really dumb. That's just jerkish. Don't do that. But, like, some of these bosses... No, because like you'll just okay. Actually, you know what? I'm okay with them moving, but don't give them something like a halberd. Don't do it. Just don't, please. Like yeah, it does make it harder, but not in a good way. Cause like you'll never remember that. Unless they moved in vanilla. I'm pretty cool with you like giving them new weapons and stuff like halberds, like generic enemies that naturally will move when you get in range. But I think it's just the fact that I'm not used to it. That's also the reason why I don't like 2 to 3 range bows and stuff, because you never remember that it's been changed. But I'm fine with like a guy instead of having like an iron axe having like a halberd or something. I'm okay with that. I'm pretty okay with that. Alright, so chapter 6. We've done pretty well on time. So this is the map. This is the map where you get this is where we get Wrath. And I like Wrath. And it looks like he's gonna be all the better in this version. Because Nomad is a very player phase unit in an enemy phase game, at least in FE7. But it looks like the way Mangs has done this, like I've said before in past episodes, is that this does feel a bit more player phase than vanilla FE7. So I could, by extension, actually see, you know, like I see archers being way more useful. Like I actually will chip enemies down in this, you know, patch. Now, granted, I don't know how Hector Hard Mode is going to handle it. It might just like make the experience terrible. I have no clue. But so far, I've found that it's not too bad. I think, yeah, okay, I kind of like this because I always felt like Wrath is sort of like a mini Jagan for Lin mode. Now, granted, you don't really need a mini Jagan for Lin mode in vanilla, but like in you know like outside of vanilla, I can actually like in the hack I can actually see it being useful. Let's try this. I feel like she's gonna miss. Oh, wow, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? So that is a bit of a problem. But I think Dorcas can. Oh yeah, I should have sent Dorcas here. And then just had Lynn go visit the village. Well, whatever. It's not like it costs you anything. Because the Steel Lance guy, I'm pretty sure, would kill Lynn, so... But Wrath should be able to kill... Yeah, no problem. Wrath is great. I love Wrath. And like I said, I will most likely be using him in Hector Hard mode. Because I've heard he's gotten a buff, and I do think he kind of needs it. Not necessarily because he's a bad unit, but because he just starts really late in Hector Hard mode. And giving like a bit of a bonus to his bases. His growths are honestly pretty solid, but his bases could use a little bit of work, I think. Let's see what weapons these guys have. So you got an iron sword. I feel like you might have like a horse. No, you don't. You got a javelin. Okay. That's a little annoying. But if I can get, oh yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Not a fan of units having javelins at this point. I'll probably use Sane for this. Yeah, I'll have Kent get the kill. And then Sane can enemy phase. One of my better enemy phase units right now. Of course, once he gets his javelin, he's gonna be even better. Man, my Cavs are not getting good levels. I think my Kent's gotten slightly better levels because he's gotten like speed and stuff, but he's also the speed Cav, so he doesn't need it as much because his base speed is better anyway. So, let's see here. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is, because I mean these guys, you know, it's like 23 damage, and you've got 12 defense. We could put right there. I feel like pulling them a little pulling too many units is not a good move, because I do find you're pulling units a bit more on this than vanilla. Well, a lot more, because you can't kill a ton of things. My Urk can't move a ton. I could go to this village with Florina. Could do that. What do you give me? A door key. That's okay. I'm gonna go sit right here, and you can go right here. I think that's about it. Man, I can't wait for Sane to either get like a steel lance or to just double these guys. Like, I think he just needs a steel lance, honestly. I think once he gets a steel lance, he will be in business. Okay, so Lynn can do this. And we get Matthew. Speaking of which, I am very interested in getting Layla later on, because she seems like a bust unit. She seems like some sort of like FE6 sword master, but in FE7. So that's actually really cool. I'm gonna make a goal to try to kill these three this turn. So we're gonna see what I can do here. Yeah, we're gonna try this. I think the soldiers still retain their low, like their well, I guess their high mortality rates, because they die really easily still, I think. Oh jeez, I don't like that though. What does Sane do? He kills them. Definitely kills. We do need to be careful though, because if we can't kill this guy, we're in big trouble. This game honestly could be pretty fun to Iron Man, like probably more fun than the OG FE7. Again, I would have to see how Hector Hardware plays out, but I think it has potential to be more fun than the OG, than vanilla. You really need a new lance, like, you really do. Or Urk can crit. That would also be cool. Urk can crit. But he won't. He won't. He can't. He can crit, but he won't. Granted, that is a 3%. So. But I feel like your units are actually getting more use. Like, look at how I'm using my units. Like, everyone's getting some use out of each turn, or usually. That's actually a pretty nice level, though. I'm gonna really find Wrath to be useful, I can already tell. There could be more enemies in here, so I don't want to open that just yet. Because, yeah, in vanilla it's pretty safe to open, but, like, you never know. And plus, bosses do move. And I think the boss is, like, right in there, or in here, or something like that. So, let's not do anything dumb. I think I'll wait another turn to open that, because I genuinely don't know how exactly the layout is there. Wrath is pretty much an instant nuke button, but if there's like an armor or a lance user there, I might want Dorcas. So we got one soldier left here. Man, I just quite can't reach there, can I? Oh, you need to heal, man. You need to heal. Take the vulnerary. Take that vulnerary. And I should probably get my flyer back here because she has the door key. And maybe the archer as well. Oh, that guy doesn't... Oh, because he's guarding the door. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I mean, look at this damage. This is some nice damage. It is indeed some nice damage. You know, I actually feel like I'm gonna go chip with Will, maybe. Never mind, he doesn't need a chip. He can just murder flat out. Yeah, let's do this. I just want to chip so that, you know, I don't take so much damage. That's the main reason. Because I'm noticing something is that these enemies are relatively easy to kill, but they do more damage now. They are more damaging enemies. Which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Because it does make the enemies not as brainless to fight. Like, you actually need to think a little bit. They're not hard to kill, but you can't just afford to do nothing and win, you know. You can't do that. You know, I think we can go and open this. Okay, never mind. Wow, I really overhyped that, didn't I? So I can go and have Wrath do this. Oh. That's kind of yikes, man. It's kind of yikes. That's not what I was hoping for. Hopefully these guys don't have anything too strong. Honestly, this isn't too bad. It could be worse. It really could be worse. You do have to remember, this could easily be worse. We can even kill one of these guys. Actually, can Lynn kill him? No, she can't. But yeah, I might just go kill this. I might just try to kill this guy. It's a free kill. You might as well. And this guy does have a steel lance, so he's gonna hit kind of hard. Better to kill him now than on enemy phase. Strength, speed, wow. Dorcas good, okay. 13, 14, 14. That's what? 28 plus this is like 41. You'll be fine. You will be fine, Dorcas. I'm not worried about you at all. And it's only one guy that can hit. You know, I might as well try to bait him into attacking Lynn. Might as well. Because at least, you know, we're going to be using more of Lynn. But yeah, we'll be fine. I'm going to keep you here just in case. Yeah, I had a feeling they'd go for Will. Just because he can't retaliate, and that's how the AI generally works. And I don't think Mangs really messed with the AI. He just messed with, like, the... well, in terms of enemies, he would give them, like, different weapons or something. I guess he did technically change the AI with, like, with stuff like, whatchamacallit, like bosses moving and stuff, but that's not quite the same thing, though. I know, like, I've been talking in the past about, like, how good Will is, but he's, honestly, I think mine's just gotten really crap level, although, granted, Will doesn't really have the greatest core moves, but, like, come on, man, like, he's at least supposed to get stuff like strength and whatnot. Like, I don't care that much about speed on him, because he's just, in my view, just supposed to chip, but, like, if he can't even do that well, then it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, getting strength and skill, I'm honestly pretty okay with. Because that's just what we're supposed to do. I think Dorcas is actually really good. Because Dorcas feels like one of those units that's not that good, but in Lynn mode can be pretty useful for his bulk, and the fact that he can hit hard, and he's the only axe user you get, right? I think he is the only axe user you get in Lynn mode. And for that reason alone, he's not bad. Because axes are pretty nice in FE7, so I don't think you can go that wrong with him. I swear this little chamber thing is different. I don't remember it functioning like this. Okay, so we got this one spear guy, and I don't think he's that. No, he's not really that threatening. So yeah, we went on for about 30 minutes, which is a little bit longer than I'd like to. But honestly, these two maps have been pretty enjoyable. They haven't been like really hard. Like I think Chapter 4 is kind of hard. Chapter 3 was stupid, but not necessarily to survive, but more so just to get everything. It was kind of dumb. I wasn't a fan of how that worked. I'm gonna give this to Sane. Look at that damage output. Look at that damage output. It's pretty good. Let's get this chest. I believe it's an angelic. Yeah, it's an angelic robe, which is very nice. I usually like to give this to Lynn. That's what I always do. I always give like all the stat improving items, or most all of them, to Lynn. Because I mean, like, I don't know all of the units I'm going to use here. Probably not Florina. Probably not Will. But I am going to use some of these. Like, I might use Urk. I'm probably going to use Sane. I'm probably going to use... I'm definitely going to use Wrath. I love Wrath. So, okay. I don't know if this guy moves or not. I can see an argument for why he would move, but I can also see an argument for why he wouldn't. So, I'm not sure. We're just gonna approach this cautiously, I guess, and just kill the threats beforehand. Let's see what we can do. Can we kill this guy? No. At least not with the current means. So, who's got what weapons? Iron Lance, Steel Lance, Javelin, Bow. Overall, not too bad. We're not killing this guy, but we can kill this. I think Lynn can kill the archer. Honestly, I think the armor guy by himself on enemy phase won't be that bad. He's not gonna double anyone, that's for sure, and I don't think he does enough damage to really cause much trouble. I mean, Dorcas and Wrath will certainly not die to one hit. Lynn shouldn't. She really shouldn't. I'm gonna have Monikati equipped, and that should be fine. That should do the trick, honestly. There we go. Because the guy decides to attack Lane, well, to be fair, he could just Javelin, which is probably the smartest move. But if for whatever dumb reason he decides to go for the Steel Lance, he's gonna pay for it. Give me that angelic robe, and we'll just have to open this next turn. Oh, right, you talked to Matthew. I was like, wait, why are you talking to Wrath? But no, that's Matthew. Okay. I'm actually not sure if that means that he moves, or if he's just targeting her because she's in range. But he missed regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, we're gonna open this. There's nothing, there's no one even there, okay. So, important, don't take this tile. At least not yet. I'm gonna chip, wow, that does not do much at all. That really does not do much. I thought the axes would do a little better. I guess not. But the Monikati will do the trick if it actually hits. Yeah, no, I think armor's got buffed or something, because I swear this guy wasn't that tanky before. But yeah, he's tanky, but he's not that tanky. This guy looks like a green unit. Probably is one. That's really confused. He's such a bad green unit, he's actually an enemy. He's so bad at his job, he's actually an enemy. Okay, so this should be fine. The only way we're gonna kill this guy is not even with 2 crits. Would be funny if we got 2 crits though. Alright, let's try this. One of these has to hit. That's fine. Okay, so that worked. I think this is fine, and yeah, we can just go and finish this. Alright, so we're gonna go open this. An armor slate. That could be nice on someone. Okay, so Dorcas, you do stuff. And we got 5,000 gold, so that's nice. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this part here, but I might do some more recording. I don't know. We'll see. I don't remember. The next chapter is the one with Nils, right? Yeah. Alright, well anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode.